nerdy dude stuff.
For those of you keeping track at home, today's beer of the day is brought to you by Rogue Brewing. This is called Pineapple Party Punch. It's a hazy India Pale Ale brewed with pineapple and toasted coconut. 8.4% alcohol by volume. And man, this just tastes like you're drinking a nice hoppy IPA straight out of a pineapple. It's incredibly juicy, it's incredibly aromatic, and it just tastes exactly like a pineapple. It is fantastic. I really like on the can here where it says this pairs well with coconut shrimp, sweet chili salmon, and coconut macaroons. So that's pretty nifty. On a scale of 1 to 10 out of hazy, juicy IPAs, I give this one about a 9.4. Super delicious. Cheers to you guys.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video about plug and play at home mining. Today, we're very excited. As you've seen, we unboxed our Xaminer. But first, if this is your first time on the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, turning on the bell notifications as we post videos weekly, almost daily at this point, and we do a stream every Monday. Also, love and support in the channel. There's a link to my t-shirt shop. We've got some great designs. Don't forget the Shut Up Copper shirt is probably going to be removed at the end of December, so it's super limited if you want to get your hands on one of those. All right, now, let's just jump right into looking at this bad boy. You guys saw at the intro of the video, the actual unboxing. I wanted to do something a little different than your normal, like just opening the box and pulling shit out of it, which is why I wanted to have fun with it. But I really like this miner, the Xaminer. Here we go. Oh boy. This is a beast. We are sitting at, oh man, it's heavy. It's like close to 20 pounds. It's really solid, really heavy duty. It's about 10 by 7-ish, 8-ish by 7-ish, 8-ish, and it's a really hefty little box. So I feel very safe with this, especially having toddlers and a new puppy. This will be tucked away, of course, but in case they ever got into it or sat on top of it, it's very solid and sturdy. In the back here, it's pretty much like a small mini computer. We've got some display ports. We've got an HDMI port. We've got our Ethernet ports. We have our USB ports, and we also have some audio. Mic in and out, so on and so forth. Flip this beast over to the front, and then we've got two, oh man, I mean, I'm like getting a workout, like, oh, come on, you gotta put the miner up, and you gotta do the settings, and put it in, you got the cryptocurrency, you're getting a workout with this thing. Got a nice little power button right here. Ooh, baby. And then, of course, we got two USB slots right here in the front, and then this is our 4 drawers where we have our terabyte hard drives. So I do have the 64 terabyte hard drive model. If you guys do buy the 16 terabyte or the 40, you do have availability to upgrade it, and I believe I could potentially upgrade this as well if I wanted to put bigger hard drives in there. But overall, really solid. I mean, someone tries to break in your house and this is the only thing you can grab, you can throw it at them and probably knock someone out and protect your home. So I gotta put that down. And then the box also came with a nice little AC/DC adapter. Plug it into your wall. Your standard connection, nice to be in the US, and this came out of Colorado, so I've got good, connections here. Plug that in. And then, of course, you plug this into that box as well. In regards to the shipping of the Xaminer, it came in 2 boxes. Of course, it came in the shipping box, which then had a lot of packing peanuts, which my idiot self decided to do for fun content, dump them all over the place, and it took me quite some time to clean them up, which is why this video isn't out as fast as I wanted it to be. But also, it then had the box with the actual miner itself, with some styrofoam packaging and a nice plastic wrap around it. So overall, I am very happy and excited with this miner. It might potentially be my favorite miner that we have so far. But yeah, so if you guys want to get your hands on one, we are going to jump over and take a look, and then of course I'll just showcase the miner one last time for you guys. So let's see what options that we have. So if you didn't watch yesterday's video, we are going to do another touch base on how much these miners potentially make as a crash course speed run, just so that way you guys can be aware. Oh my god, shut up, Axel. That was our first time. He's going to yell a lot. He's not going to bark like Copper did. Copper was a big, oh my god, there he goes. Anywho, yeah, so we're just going to go over the actual units themselves and the price point and what their potential earnings are. So this is the model that I have right here, and you can join the waitlist. I have the Xaminer XA464, which comes with 4 16 terabyte hard drives, bringing it up to a total of 64 terabytes. If you purchase this, you do get a 42.5% rebate. So after your rebate goes through, the price would roughly be about $2,010. It's not inclusive of shipping or anything like that. And you get that back as the SCP token to your miner over, I believe it's a year. So they don't just necessarily drop it right onto you. You get that over the course of a year, which is also excellent because you earn back SCP token. That price of that is going to increase, and you can also use that as collateral towards the mining, which of course we'll talk more about that in the longer run as we set up the device tomorrow. We're not setting it up tonight because we are going to be going to a Christmas party, which is why I'm wearing my Deer Drinking Beer shirt. And then we will be setting this up tomorrow and be able to provide you with that content. So we have the 64 terabyte. You saw that it came with the 4 drives. This has 128 gigabyte NVMe PCIe Ethernet system drive, 8 gigabytes of DDR4 memory, GPS Ethernet ports, and a 200 to 250 power supply. Now I am going to disclose that since I am YouTubing about this, they did not provide me with a miner. I had to purchase it myself, but they are providing me with a 100% rebate on that, so I'll be able to use those SCP tokens. And also I did get ahead of the wait list because I wanted to get this content out to you guys, so full disclosure there. Now my miner at current price right now, the token is sitting at 65 cents. If I were to fill this bad boy up, which we're not going to have it filled up right at the exact moment, and I don't think the numbers are popping up at the bottom like I wanted to. All right, last time I was looking, there was numbers down here on how many active storage providers there were how many of these were up, and I believe yesterday's video had 340, and then we could see the max storage and the used capacity there. But my miner, let's say in a perfect world, we sit there, so we need 3,840 SCP tokens, it looks like, for collateral. We'll talk about that later. But in a perfect world, once this project launches, probably next year, dad joke, because next year is like 2 weeks away. If we filled this up to 64 terabytes, which would be phenomenal, we'd be making 8,980 SCP tokens a month, and that would be a grand total at current price, which I wholeheartedly believe that this token is going to go up even more, is $5,865. So if that fills up in that 1 month, then we've already ROI'd on this thing really quick, with the exception of the rebate that we are being provided. They also have the other 2 models where you could purchase a 40 terabyte and a 16 terabyte. A lot of people in Discord were saying they like the idea of the 16 terabyte, and then you can actually add storage into them. So that way you can then get up to larger sizes and storage banks, and you can also build your own. So if you join our Discord and then join the SCP Discord, there are people in there that can help you convert your Chia miners over into hosting data for SCP. The one thing that I really do like, let's look at if you max out the 40 terabyte while we're here. The one thing I really do like about these miners is that, you know, if we drop this amount of money into a miner, like if we did an ASIC miner or like a Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin kind of miner or a GPU miner, they might be obsolete in a year or two, right around the break-even point, because the difficulty of Bitcoin mining and Ethereum and so forth is going to keep increasing as those miners come online. With this device, I mean, we're good as long as this thing is running, as long as we're able to host storage, and as long as we're able to have internet connection. There is not going to be any obsolete, you know, this isn't going to become an obsolete unit. It's not going to get pushed out the door by the next latest and greatest model. The only latest and greatest models we might be getting in the future are more memory and more, you know, terabyte and hard drive space. So that's one thing that I really liked about the project is, I mean, I know I'm building my gaming PC with the RTX 3080, so that way I can also mine some crypto on the side, but that 3080 is going to become obsolete in like 2 years, because then they'll have like the 4020s or the 6969s or something like that. So that's one thing I really do like about this project, is that these miners are going to give the biggest bang for your buck. You at least have 5 years shelf life on them, and they're going to definitely ROI, especially with this coin and how much it's going to be in the near future. I'm very excited about that. We're just going to hold this up on screen one more time so that way you guys can get a good look at it. It's a very sleek looking device. I really like it a lot. I just wish it was like maybe white and black and it could pair well with my PlayStation 5 instead of the Xbox Series X. But overall, Very, 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 very solid device. Very good construction. Very solid, very durable. So I'm looking forward to getting this set up, which is important for you to hit that bell notification. Oh, you can just sit here, buddy. Which is important for you to hit that bell notification, as we're going to be setting this up and getting it running and releasing that information to you tomorrow, which ports you need to have open and exactly what you need to do once yours comes in and the project goes live, and you can start earning the token as well. So extremely excited to bring this content for you guys and to add another plug and play miner in our passive income plug and play mining stream. Up next, I think, is block create whenever we get that in. So anywho, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me in Telegram, Twitter, or Discord. Definitely Discord, maybe Twitter, but screw Telegram. I seriously am thinking about deleting it. I saw a comment saying Telegram's trash. I completely agree. I'm really tired of some of the stuff of people that are reaching out to me on there, and the people that just whatever. I'm not going to get into any more detail than that. Other than that, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, buy a t-shirt, link in the description, all that good stuff. Like the video. I'm O'Prius. We'll see you guys next time.